Hi guys, this is Thomas. Today I would like to talk to you about 5 reasons to invest in Toronto in 2019. Reason number 1, population growth. So in 2018, the population in Toronto increased by 100,000 people. So it includes newcomers, but also the organic increase in the population. But at the same time, there were only around 40,000 new units that were being built and being released in 2018. So what happened is that there is a gap of 60,000 people. So what happened is that supply and demand and the price went up, which brings me to my second point, the rental increase. So for Toronto in 2018, in downtown, the price of a rental increased on average by more than 10%. To give you some kind of perspective, usually the landlord-tenant board advised to increase the rent by only 1.5 to 2.5 per year. So what that means is that there is a lot of people coming that are putting pressure on the rental market as well as on the buy and sell part of the market. So if you're an investor and you invest today and the trend continue for the next year for like a higher rental increase and high increase in value, your property is going to worth more and your cash flow are going to be better moving forward. So reason number 3, Toronto is an economical powerhouse. So since 2019, Toronto GDP increased by around like 2.4%, where in Canada, it's only 1.4 on average since 2009. So Toronto is outpacing the growth of Canada overall. Toronto GDP alone represents more than 18% of the Canada GDP. And when you look at other countries like the USA, like New York or San Francisco, they only accounts to about like 2 to 5% to the national GDP. So Toronto play a big part in the economical health of Canada. So Toronto is also the second financial place in North America, right after New York. And also, Toronto is the fastest growing tech hub in North America. It's outpacing Seattle, Chicago, New York, and San Francisco even. So just in the last year, they increased the tech job in Toronto by 20,000 workers. It's 14% more than the last year and more than 50% more than the past year. So there is a lot of people with high skill making like high salary coming into the city. And as a real estate investor, it means that if you invest today, the value of your unit is probably going to go up if more people with big income, high income are going to come in the city and compete in the market with locals to get the investments that you have. Number 4, quality of life. So Toronto was ranked the 4th safest city by The Economist in 2017. Very safe place to be. Also, it was ranking the number 2 city in North America by Mercer for the quality of life. So this ranking includes environmental, political, economical, and a lot of like very broad criteria. So Toronto is very attractive, more people coming in the city again, driving price of real estate up. And number 5, universities. So universities and college in Toronto are growing. There is more and more students going to this university. Boreal College is going to double its footprint in downtown Toronto with a new campus that is set to be built starting this year or next year. Also, you have George Brown that is going to open a new campus waterfront. And University of Toronto was ranked number 1 university in Canada and number 2 in US in the world. So very great university that allows to a pool of highly qualified workers to be hired by big companies. That explain why Amazon, Uber, and Google are increasing their footprint in Toronto. It's because they have a pool of skilled workers available for them to hire. Also, Sidewalk, a company from Google and Alphabet, has released their plan a couple weeks ago, and they're going to build a brand new neighborhood on the waterfront east side of Toronto, and more than 5,000 residential unit, retail store, offices. So once again, it's the first project of its kind by Google anywhere in the world, and it shows this commitment to this tech company to invest in Toronto because they see the potential of Toronto. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any question, any comment, feel free to ask me. I'll be happy to help. Have a great day.